One too far. Fourth row, fourth column. You went over 4. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Rizu says that's te. I don't know what that means. Okay. So if we're good to go, does he want to do a quick reset, or are y'all good with this? That's what Tazi means. Ah. Ye, yeah, te, yeah. Something like that. One of those two.
And he's not labeled as a commentator.
He is not labeled as a commentator, but oh, yeah, hang on. I will give you the role. There you go. Hi, Artemis.
Hi.
Okay. So we're good to go here. So I'll give you a countdown. I'm going to do a countdown in the chat just in case Zen is on a delay here. So since everyone's ready to go, we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, Dan is in the silent zone. It's going to be a minute for the stream updates. Let's move into the commentary booth. Hang on. Boom. Nice. And we're going. All right. So, how's it going, Artemis?
It's going all right. I'm ready to commentate this game I only know a little bit about.
It's all right, dude. You know enough. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I know general things, although I have yet to determine if a picture is good or not before I submit it. So
yeah, that comes with time. You know, it's like it is tough because you got to look at a lot of pictures in order to really understand why some pictures are good and some pictures are bad.
Like some pictures I think are wonderful, and then they're like 300 points, and I don't understand.
Yeah, Oak is weird like that. Like you can see a picture of like Zubat's a great example, right? You can get a picture of Zubat, and it looks like you get the whole picture. Maybe a little bit of the wing is clipped off. Maybe like the foot is clipped off a little bit. But you got like it's right there in the center. You can draw a circle right in the center of that. Draw a dot right in the center of that picture, and you know that that's Zubat. You know, like you totally hit Zubat. And then he's all like, "You were close." You know, like 800 points. It's like, why, man? Come on. It's right there.
I still have that issue with Meowth where I end up getting like 2600, I believe. And I keep getting that. I'm like, oh, that was perfect. What did I do wrong?
I'd have to look at it.
Like a frame or two early.
There's that potential. It shouldn't be that far off if it's 1 or 2 frames. You should be getting like 3700 if it's 1 frame too early or whatever. But
okay.
The other thing that could be happening is that if you're unlocking your camera and then relocking it at a suboptimal angle, you're losing speed a little bit, and then you won't be close enough to get the full points, and that's usually when you lose 1,000 points or whatever.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
So I would have to see, like if you have footage, I could be able to show you if it is or isn't, but that would explain it.
Yeah, I haven't submitted any of my PVs because I'm not happy with it yet.
That's fair.
But I don't know. I'll probably get around to it eventually.
Yeah. Rizu says Magnemite looked away, 150 points. Yeah. Jinx, you can't even see Jinx in game, right? There's, I just posted a video where it's a strat we've known about for a while now, but you can take a picture before it even renders on screen. Like Zen just got a picture of Lapras and it counted as 170 points. You get a picture of Jinx before it even renders on screen, and it counts as like 150 points. It's stupid. It's like, why? We're gonna see what's Zen's plan here, because going back into Beach. Interesting. I think he's just gonna get another Zapdos. Oh, not Zapdos, another Lapras. Sorry.
Yeah, probably. Because I mean.
The problem is that he's
even Bald Pikachu wouldn't be enough points, I don't think.
No, it wouldn't. That's the problem.
I mean, it is his first run, so he has time to try this out.
Oh yeah,
At least get one finished.
If he wants. Come on, Lapras, you can do it. There we go. You can barely see it on his TV.
I know, I can't even tell.
Yeah, funny story. So Zen used to run this game like 2 years ago or whatever.
Okay.
But he signed up for the tournament because he was like, this sounds fun, I'll play it. And then like the day of his match, he turns on his capture card and it doesn't work.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, so he was totally fine. He had all the equipment ready, and then he tried it the day of the match, and it just stopped working. And so he's like, what do I do? Am I DQ'd? I'm like, listen, just, you got a webcam? you got a camera? Point it at the screen. We'll work with it.
The webcam strats, it hurts.
It's in all of its potato glory.
I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
It's working.
It's not the worst we've ever seen. Actually, I'm trying to think.
It's not reassuring.
Have we ever seen a worse camera? Normally, because we have to have video proof, right? So we always have to have. We have seen some. We've definitely seen some. What's what I'm looking for? Some webcam runs. Most of them have been okay though. But yeah. I can see the reflection off of Zen's screen. I just saw him take a sip of drink. I saw him pick up a can and take a sip and put it back.
You can't lose focus.
Oh man, is it 4x3? It's a good question. It's not. It's totally not.
It does not look like it at all.
Yeah, that's definitely a LCD monitor, not a CRT. Dan here. Dan doing well. I was sorry we've neglected Dan so much. I've been talking about Zen. But Dan on a solid tunnel run right now.
He stopped doing the red dot magneton. Like he goes slightly lower now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was yesterday that he was like, I gotta stop doing that. When he didn't do it and got like 3,400 points. It was just
it's tough. There's something interesting that I need to test out where so at least I noticed it. I don't know if anybody else noticed it. During a marathon, I think it was no, it wasn't a marathon. It was the Japanese, like some of the top high score players from Japan did a 300k report score speedrun.
300. Oh my god.
Yeah. And like 250k takes like 30 minutes, right? It's like 29-minute speedrun.
Hold on.
But the 300k took like 4 hours.
4 hours?
Something like that. It took a long time. It was not a short stream. It was a very long stream.
You have to get like,
because 250k is like easy. You can squeeze that out pretty simply, but it's like then you have to go back and you have to try every single picture like a dozen times just to squeeze out that extra like 100 points or whatever.
Sounds really bad.
Yeah. Zen.
I have issues getting all the points I need for this run.
Yeah. It can be tough, especially at first. But during that run, what I noticed, so I guess because of the way they set up Magneton, they brought Magneton way to the right, and they did it. Did I spell Artemis right? Artemia.
Yes,
Okay,
that's right.
Okay. Or something. Sorry, I got distracted there. It looked wrong to me, but it's probably because the font is weird. So they brought the Magneton right to the front, and whenever the Magneton, whenever the Electrode exploded, you could see the fire behind Magneton, and there was a very small black square in the very center of all three, like in the middle of the pyramid. There was a little bitty black dot, and my theory is that they designed him so that he has an extra hitbox in the very middle, so that if you aim right down the center, it should count as a Magneton as well.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I guess that would kind of make sense.
And I've heard that idea before, but I've tried it myself, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, right? So I just kind of assumed it was some weird thing, but I think that's the answer. And it's invisible, and it doesn't show effects, so you can actually see it when it's on the background of like the fire from the explosion. So I'm really curious to play around with that a little bit, but I don't really know how to test it. But I do want to try it again and see if I can learn more about it. Because we could potentially be getting more points on that if we do it that way. All right, so Dan getting a jumping poly, but he has enough points for pastors now. Okay, hope Zen took that picture at the right time. Boom, getting those Charmanders.
What is the point difference between having the Charmeleon eating the apple and just when it's getting up?
That's a good question, and that's sort of part of like a debate, a philosophical debate of whether you should or shouldn't feed the Charmander, Charmeleon. So I believe you get about, I think it's like 400 more points for pose, or 200 more points for pose, which ends up being 400 when you double it. But you usually end up losing size. So that's sort of my deal. So it kind of ends up balancing itself out, and it's less time spent like looking backwards and throwing apples and like watching Charmeleon.
Okay.
If you don't throw the apple, you can kind of just move on with your life, and it's the exact same. So I think that the point difference is negligible. It's been a while since I actually compared, so I would have to double check my notes on that. But did Zen restart his timer?
I think so, but I think it was by accident.
Probably.
Which I guess I don't know what to do in that situation. We just have to retime it, I guess, if he continues this run.
We could retime it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Dan's timer and then add like 5 seconds, because I know he was slightly behind Dan. Which, no offense to Zen, but I don't expect him to win this one. Which is, I don't know, maybe it's harsh for a commentator to say that, but no faith. I had no faith in your boy. You're right. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's always fair to have the, like, who you expect to win.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it completely gets thrown around. It's just
true.
What you expect to happen.
Yeah. After Candy's race, anything can happen. You're exactly right. You are exactly right. It is entirely possible for anybody to do anything here. All right, let's see what Dan's points are here.
Those all looked pretty good.
44, 46, 42.20. Ooh, look at that Porygon. 105. Hi, Shuli. How's it going?
That was really nice.
It's like Dan's losing time to his PB, but still, I mean, he's got a run going. I wonder, so Dan has mentioned that he's really bad in a race environment, right? So I'm curious. I think he's going to go for like all the safe strats, right? Like he's not going to try and be risky or do anything flashy. He's just going to try to get the pictures, get the points, get it done, right? Because if he can, even if he does like a pretty safe and solid run, he can still get like a 22, right? Which is a pretty respectable time, and Zen's gonna struggle to get in that, I think, because did he get Cloister? Oh, no Cloister for Zen. Is he gonna reset? Okay, it's probably for the best. He reset his timer, so
yeah, missing that and then having to go back to Lapras and Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was just not a great attempt from Zen, but he has more chances, multiple chances here. That's part of the format. So let's see if we can't see a better Beach out of him this time around.
Dan's going for the snipe.
So I'm curious if this Jigglypuff's gonna be okay, because he went with oh god, Weaving Belt.
No.
So Dan
I've
went with
done that
the
before.
the other Jigglypuff, right? The second Jigglypuff cycle. And what he did was he didn't hit it with an apple, so it wasn't an omnidirectional pose. He hit it from like underneath, and that I think is going to lose him some points. And I just hope it's more than, I hope it's like 2 times. You know what I mean? Hope it's not like 300 points.
I don't know. I've had around 2K, I think, with something like that because of just the size, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We'll see. Oh, yep. Wasn't 2 times. It's only 1,050. Oh, man. You know, if he had gotten the full 4K on that, he would have had 0 pick value. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, well. That's okay. Life finds a way.
Probably just gonna finish this run anyway. There's no reason not to at this point.
For sure, for sure. I mean, he has 25 minutes to do another run, but I mean, I'd still finish this one. Like, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. You know, it's gonna be a solid run from Dan. Yeah, that was definitely on the verge of being a no pick if that had just been a 4K picture. Right, let's see what Zen's got here. Is Dan going to choose to go with Geodude? Is that going to be his signature move?
What he always does, isn't it?
Yep, it's what he loves doing. Geodude is his favorite Pokemon. Ooh, Zen with that Butterfree. That's not amazing. Hopefully it's going to count for something, though.
Didn't look like his Pidgey was the best either, but I've seen weird Pidgeys get a lot of points.
Yeah, that was 32, I think. Oh no, Butterfree wasn't 2 times. Oh god. The great Butterfree giveth. Oh, and even Eevee wasn't 2 times. What was that? Oh man, Zen with the reset.
Oh. Yeah.
It's probably for the best. Geodudet. I wonder if Dan's a geology buff.
Probably not.
He's a sky buff. That's right. He has sky facts and valley facts. But the valley facts are more geological than... Whatever. I don't know. I'm just memeing at this point.
Remember about to take beach sign. It's all based on the timing of the music. According to Dan, of course.
I didn't even see that picture of Lapras, but... Oh, okay.
It didn't happen.
He took another one, though.
Okay.
Valley facts. The Mariana Trench is deeper than Mount Everest is tall. I think I knew that.
I feel like I knew that, too. It's just one of those weird things. Like, oh, wow, it's so interesting. And then you never remember it.
And those are fun facts, right? Or it's just kind of like, oh, that's neat. And then just kind of put it in the back of your brain and then never remember it ever again.
Yep.
You store it in the junk folder.
Exactly.
Boom, 113.
Alright, so I didn't see if you saw, but we got a second Lapras.
Yep, second Lapras is actually worth a little bit more points, but you end up losing a bit of time because of extra lag, as well as it's extra RNG on top. Back when we were still doing second Lapras every time, like you had to go through Butterfree, right? Yep. So if you got a good Butterfree cycle, then you had to go and wait for a good Lapras cycle as well. And there's a couple of cycles that just fuck you over, right? Like they just don't work. So it just added a lot more resets on beach, and we finally have been able to get out of beach consistently more and more. So beach is a lot better than it used to be.
It's very good. Because I remember when Dan was teaching me, he was trying to get me to do, I think I did second Lapras, but I did that for all of one run, and then I learned first Lapras.
Yeah, first Lapras is like you take a 200-point deficit for like consistency, and it's much better. IMHO. Because even with sort of a bad Butterfree, you can still get 2 times Kang, and yeah, I mean that covers the difference. You can still get 22,500 easy peasy. Yeah, Zen with 21k coming out of beach here.
Big upgrade from the last 2 runs.
Oh yeah, the last 2 runs being 18k and then or 17 and 16k or something like that. It was some really bad,
really low
scores. Dan is here on signs though. Dan's doing pretty well. We're gonna see what his tunnel sign looks like. Alright. Everyone has their own setup. Like I've talked about this before. Everyone has their own deal that they do to skip past Electrode and Electabuzz. And it's always kind of interesting. Yeah. It's one of the few places where you can wait to see some personalization.
I learned it from Dan, and it's consistent.
Yeah, they're all consistent in their own way. It's just some people... That's true. Like I've always mentioned that like Levon's strat, which is I think he does C left for like a few seconds, then C up, then C right for a few seconds, and then C up at the very end. Dan didn't look up, lost a second there. And so it's like it almost seems like it's arbitrary. Like I don't really understand why he chooses or why he's doing the things that he's doing. There might be some markers, but I like strats where it's like, okay, you're looking forward, hit C right, you drift to the wall, and then as soon as you hit the wall, hit C up and start boosting again, right? Like it's like literally it's like 3 buttons, right? Or 3 timings, and they're all like based on, you know, very obvious and interesting things around you. Dan here with the DanimalSounds strat. I'm not sure what we're gonna call it. I like so Rizu called it the DanimalSound.
The Danimal's.
Which is the which is you can get that beach sign on a specific beat of the song.
Yep, that's how he taught me, and it works.
It does work, and I'm not really well versed in music, so I couldn't tell you like the terminology. It's like the 4th bar, or 3rd measure, or something or other. But
I think it's the and of the 4th beat and the 4th measure.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I can tell you that whenever you hear the sound in the song, you're listening to the song, and you hear the first sound, you're like, oh, I know exactly what that is. And then every time it's like dun da 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 dun dun da 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 boom. That's when you take a picture. It's that boom, like that first note where that comes in, do 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 do, like that part. Yeah, that first note. It's like it's perfect. It's the perfect timing for that. So. Dan with a solid Mew here. We're going to see a sub 21 or sub 22. I mean, it looks like it. We're looking at a 21.52, 51. It's 21.51. Pretty solid time. 21.51. That is sub DanimalSounds from the meme.
Sub DanimalSounds.
So it's kind of funny. For the longest time, Dan ran this game and he made it to 21.58, and then he retired. Right.
Okay.
He got to 21.58 and then he quit playing Snap for like 2 years. Right. And so it was just kind of a meme that instead of saying sub 22, we just called it sub DanimalSounds. So it's like, oh, nice, dude, that run was sub DanimalSounds. And so it just kind of became a silly joke. Not really a joke, but just sort of a silly thing where we kind of used Dan as like the measuring stick. And but eventually, finally, late last year, Dan was like, I can't stand being the sub DanimalSounds guy. And there's all these people who were coming to beat me. Like there's like 6 new runners who were in the top 20. and he was like, I have to beat my time. And so he picked the game back up, and he's improved a lot since then. So he finally got past that, and then we now have a new generation of runners who don't know the meme, and
Like me.
yeah, like you and Collins, and Dan has like feels like the curse has been lifted off of his shoulders. You know, like the weight of that like the meme weight has just been lifted off, and that's great.
Well, now that I know.
Now that you
I have
know.
to look it up.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't make any sense anymore because now Dan is like a 2120 or something.
That's true.
For a while, Full Air was like 2157, and so we were going to call it sub Full Air, but then she PB'd again. It's like, oh damn, we don't have anything to go on anymore.
Didn't work.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who's the closest person to. It's Jazzy at 54, but I don't know. I'm waiting for someone else to get a 2159, and then we'll start calling it that.
I don't even remember my PB. I'm gonna pull up my splits. 22-23. Okay.
Dan is a 2118, which is really strong. He beat Squid recently, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Squid's time is 2120. Yeah, it's crazy. He beat that. I was stuck at 2116 for so long, and I'm now seeing all these new runners meet 2116 and beat it. Like Proto beat 21. He's at 2106 now.
Yep.
Which is nutty.
That was record. There's people coming out of nowhere.
Sub Shuli. I'm excited.
Oh, that meme is kind of in place for Galaxy as well, because I stopped running the game at 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 11 seconds. And the entire goal was to get a 229, but I never did it.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone was just asking me, oh, when's 229? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. And then it never happened. And then I quit the game.
Damn. That's never going to happen.
So like, I'm coming back because it's into a marathon, so I have to run it. But
I gotcha.
There's always friends where I'm playing some other game and they're like, oh, when's sub 230? And I'm like, I hate you. Go away.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's I get it. It's the same, basically the same thing, but
Stump.io, hello.
what is
Potato Cam hype, exactly.
that's
Yeah,
set up?
Zen
He didn't
has
do the
reset
setup.
his timer again.
What?
I don't know what it is. I think he's not running on his regular splits, and I think he's like
Do you
splitting.
think maybe it's just not cropped all the way?
Oh, you know what it might be. But I'm on the far left side of his screen. Oh,
Because
you're
I feel
right.
like
It isn't
you-
cropped. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that'd be really weird just to reset your timer at an arbitrary point
yeah,
consistently.
Okay. So yeah, no, that's that. It happened at the exact same time too, like around this point. So that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So I'm actually looking at his. I'm looking at his stream that I'm capturing, and it is actually cut off there. Like that's not me cropping it out. That's him putting it too far to the left.
Okay.
That's funny.
He's done really good pace.
Oh man.
130 at the end of River. This is insane.
Damn, dude. This is a world record pace. He found beach, volcano, and tunnel skip, and we're all the way in river now.
Take notes, everybody. This is it.
I'm really hoping that oh, no Cloister again, dude. Zen's gonna reset.
Oh. He's running out of time.
He's definitely running low on time here. He's done 3 resets, so he's only got 2 more. I was gonna put his life savings on Xenots here. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Xeno.
Xeno.
Xenoblade.
Ah, yes, that game.
I never got into that series.
Neither did I. It looks interesting, but I also think a lot of games look interesting and never do it.
Mm-hmm.
Never make the dive in.
The Xenoblade Chronicles, its first one is like it's like a real-time game, and you can't control your teammates, if I'm not mistaken. You can only control one. You can kind of give them orders or whatever, and they kind of have like a thing they follow. Like if somebody's stunned, then they'll do like an armor break, and then they're like super stunned.
Okay.
But you have to, like, it's kind of like you have to build your team based on like what their moves do and like what their stuff does, and you kind of have to pick one character that's like the leader, I guess, and then from there you can play out. But I don't know. I played it for a while, and I got a couple hours in, beat a couple of bosses, and I'm like, man, this is just, I don't know, it's too much. I don't like it. I never really went any further with it.
I don't know. A lot of games are like that, though, where it's like you try to get into it and it doesn't work for some reason.
Yeah, but then again, there's like games are made different, and different people enjoy them, right? So it's like there's multiple games for multiple people.
That's true.
So it's like maybe a game that isn't for you is a game that's perfect for somebody else, right? So
yeah. I guess in my case, a lot of it's just like I have interest in all these games, but I also don't feel like I want to spend maybe like 10, 20, 30 hours getting into a new game.
Mm-hmm.
Just like play it and everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like first world problems, right? Where
yeah,
I have a Steam library of like over 300 games, I think. I've only played half of them, or not even probably. And I buy these games, I'm like, man, this game looks so good, I'm gonna play this game, and then I never do. And it's like I want to play this game, but I also don't want to invest the time. It's like, I only got a couple hours tonight. Do I want to binge this game for a while, or do I want to just like watch YouTube, or like play a game that I always play for a little while tonight? And so investing all that time into a brand new game can be kind of tough, getting past that barrier.
Yeah, I've done that plenty of times. I do the same thing with like TV shows as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I think I'll just stick to Twitch streams and not watch something new.
Feel that, man. I feel it. Let's see, points. Zen going for Ball Pikachu, which is enough. 24k.
Yay. Hopefully this run works out, because if this makes it to River, this is his last reset for Cloister, and he has to get it either this run or next one. So
it's tough. I don't know. I'm trying to think if Zen should just go ahead and finish it if he doesn't get Cloister, or if he should reset and use the full amount of time.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he should reset for it if he doesn't get it soon. Because like you have all these resets for the point of hopefully getting Cloister, or kind of like that, but I don't know. It all depends on how.
I don't want to discourage him from doing. That's the one thing that I need to be more aware of, is like I don't want to discourage somebody from like, oh, I'm not good enough, I can't beat this. It's like, well, I don't know, man. It's a tournament. You can play your best. Like, all I'm asking is people play their best, right? And they play smart, and they try. And if you try, then you did well, regardless of how you, if you won or lost. Like, if you tried your best and you performed well, then it's like, then you did well.
That's true.
Oh, we got another Cloister from Dan here. Looks like Dan is stealing all of Zen's Cloisters.
He's gotten one every run so far. He
reached through the ether, reached into Zen's N64 and pulled out the hard RNG coding and said, "That's mine now, haha!"
And I need that RNG.
Yeah, need this. Give, please. Let's see his points. Let's also see Zen on his magnets here. Let's see how he does.
Magnets suck.
Magnets do suck. Seriously, they really are the worst.
Need to work on like where to shoot the apples optimally so you can get good points for them. Like that didn't look the best.
Yeah, I also don't know if they combined. Oh, they probably did. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, no.
The back.
Okay.
I know the back.
Oh, he
two
didn't
did.
blow up the guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
Electrode. Sorry.
I was like, I
Forgot.
can't think of these names.
Oh, I didn't see Dan's points. Damn, I was focused on Zen and his magnets here. Got some drop spaghetti.
I did that the other day in Dan's stream where I was like, oh, how do you... I always get X amount of points on fire horses. I remember the name.
Yeah, that's a fair description.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm talking about, so it's
Yeah.
enough.
Hey, if you're like Explodey Boy, I'd be like, oh, you mean Electrode? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the exploding ball Pokemon.
Communication is key. As long as I know what you're talking about, then we're good. All right, 5-minute warning. Coming up on the that 5-minute mark here. In 15 seconds. So.
Phew.
51-8 from Zen here.
That's a little though, isn't it?
Oh, Dan missing. Oh no, he's gonna take the bad Jigglypuff again.
Ooh.
Okay, well at least he got Leaping Bell the first time around.
This is progress.
This is indeed progress. Let's see what Dan's got here. How much you want to bet that Jigglypuff is again the difference between 0-pick Valley and 1-pick?
It probably is.
Yep,
Which I guess-
1050 again. What'd I tell you?
It just shows
It was
me
it.
how-
That was it. He was in 128,800. Oh, Dan, no.
It just shows me how like close, how difficult it is with top strats, I guess.
Yeah. Is that even with
Geodude.
even with all the top strats, like it's still really close getting 0-pick Valley. Dude, Dan just wanted Geodude. He loves it so much. He's like, we get to see Geodude now.
He could have taken it anyway, even if he didn't need it.
Good for swag. Sorry, I'm yawning.
It's alright. You got fighting Magmars.
The question is Zen going to be able to get to Cloisters in time? He should be able to at this point, but he still has to go in,
think
get
so.
Pesters, and then make it all the way through River, and then reset by the time he gets to... So he has enough points.
He should be able to. It's just really close.
It's definitely going to be really close. For the record, in case anyone's not sure about the rules here, so the timer on screen, which is at 2 minutes and 30 seconds here, that is the cutoff point for when they can reset. In order to kind of better manage the time and the schedule, they have 40 minutes to play, and then or 40 minutes to reset, and then they can finish their runs if they're in the middle of one when it goes past the timer. It's just they can't start a new one until then, or after that point, I should say. Zen passing the 10-minute mark.
Resetting its timer again.
Again, no.
He doesn't do the. It doesn't do what the Squidbird setup is.
Yeah.
I believe it's Squidbird setup.
Yeah, Squid has the one where you look up and throw the 6 apples whenever that one.
Yeah, it's really easy. But you said he hasn't played in like years.
Yeah,
so.
he was a snap runner back around 2016 or 2017, I think. So
Okay. Then that makes sense then.
Yeah, he hasn't played for a while. I forget what he was doing. He moved on to something else. 360 no scope.
Yeah, he has enough time to reset if he doesn't get closer.
Yeah, he's right down to the second, though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we got a cloister. Woo! We in there, boys. Oh, Porygon, no, come back.
Oh no. I've had that happen a couple times where he just.
Oh, we got double cloister. Let's go.
Could have used one on an earlier run. But...
Exactly, they were hiding from him. Like, surprise, bitch!
The timer is cut off on the left side.
Yeah,
it's not due to.
It's not due to my cropping. It's due to the way that he has his stream laid out. He put the timer too close to the wall there, or to the side of the screen.
Alright, so they can no longer reset, so these are their final runs.
We have officially passed the point of no return here. So we're going to see if Dan is able to save some time on his current run here.
I think so. I think it's slightly ahead, but I'm bad at being able to tell, especially with this game.
Yeah, I said in an earlier tournament match, I need to make a mental note of where I am every minute, right? So I know, like, oh, at 1 minute I'm looking up right after like Lapras, right? At 2 minutes I'm kind of exiting beach around that time. 3 minutes is right after I get apples, and it's sort of like from that point on, like, where am I in every minute? That way I could better compare how runners are doing, sort of based on me. But okay, so they're like 2 minutes behind, like, this time.
I think he's either like 2 seconds or 10 seconds ahead of last run.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, it's slightly better.
Right. Nova, yes, to answer your question, his timer is only showing 250 because it's actually 1250. So right now it's 1340, and it just doesn't look like it. Like, I'll show you, or maybe at some point I'll mention it, but that's as far as it goes, right? Like, this is what I see on screen. Like, on his stream, it looks like this, and I cropped it down. So,
oof. It's actually on a god run. Is this true?
Dude, 4 minutes and 18 seconds in cave. This is nutty.
I believe this. This is god pace.
I don't know if you were paying attention, but Dan just got the DanimalSounds set up here.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad he got it.
All right, he's going into Mew at 2030-ish.
Yeah.
Boom. Usually takes about a minute, so we're looking at like a 2130 or 2140 time from Dan. See if this pans out here. Oh, is Zen resetting? Oh, okay. Sorry. The stream froze or something, and I saw the screen go black, and I was like, no. Okay, you scared me there.
At this point, you might as well just finish the run.
Yeah. Just be a good sport and just finish the run.
Playing with the Squirtles.
He's throwing apples out. Oh man. Damn! No!
He missed twice now. Okay.
Dude, Mew sucks. Fuck Mew.
Did he? Wait, did he get the sign?
Zen?
Yeah.
I think so. He's taken 3 pictures, and he's taken Sandshrew, Geodude, and 1 more, and I'm assuming he took the sign.
Okay. Because I missed that. I just saw him throwing apples at the Squirtles.
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention either. Alright, I was saying 2140, but not like this, Dan. 2140. No, that was a 7. Let's go. Let's count it as 47. That was like a 40-second. 7.9. But, you know, we'll count it. Was it Squirtle? Who knows? Geo, dude. Geo, dude. Oh.
No.
Alright, let's see. Zen here. What were his points going in? I was not paying attention. But he's taking a lot of pictures, so I get the feeling that they're not amazing.
Oh. I keep seeing things I never see, which is interesting.
Oh, what? Star me? Or Star you?
Yeah, it's a lot of pictures. That's all.
Yeah. You should watch a Hundo Wundo run. Those are good.
I think I've watched part of one. It was interesting.
The thing that kind of sucks about Snap is that 100% and any percent are like the same category up until Cave. So half the run is literally the exact same. Right? Which is kind of cool in the one aspect where it's like if you're on an any percent run and it's like it kind of sucks, you're like, screw it, we'll turn this to a Hundo run. You know?
Easy PVs in both categories.
Yeah, but the routing is like so optimized to the point where it's like this game does not give us a lot of wiggle room to do anything else. So we just kind of have to do the same route. Because it's the only and the most optimal route. You know, things open up whenever you get the boost engine and the Poke Flute. But before that, it's kind of like, I don't know, nothing to do. Snap 32 is following. Wowee. What was I saying? Yeah, so Hundo Wundo is kind of like, you want to start watching from Cave onward. Because at Cave,
things start changing.
The only thing that really changes is that points don't really matter as much. So we end up usually just kind of not caring about our pictures because we don't need the points because we have to go to Valley and we have to get all the pictures in Valley. And that's like 30,000 points, you know? So it's like you don't need that many points after you get that far. Interesting menu setup here. But, Zen's timer. Okay, Zen froze for a second. I don't know if he's dropping frames or if it's camera is being weird, but or if his camera is being.
I think it's dropping frames because I think the timer keeps stopping as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, 129. No.
Wow.
Oh, and PB report. Oh God, no! The humanity.
What are you?
Oh man.
What are you supposed to do at that point?
So you need more points, obviously.
Yes.
Your options are you could get another picture somewhere. Like here, it looks like he's gonna go for a Ditto. I guess his last Ditto was bad, so he knows that he can improve his Ditto this time. Right? Not a bad idea. Right? Definitely not a bad idea.
Okay.
I hope that counts.
Oh yeah. Because I think when I was learning, and I didn't ever have to do this because I'd reset, I guess, but in this case you can't. That I think Dan was saying that you would go to beach and take a picture of Snorlax.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because you can technically do the signs in the reverse order as well. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that's different is that you go down twice instead of like up to cave. You go down to return and then down to beach again. So that's really the only major difference. Oh, his his what's it called did not count very well. Oh, he doesn't have the flute. He's gonna go. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. Yeah, so Snorlax is probably the best option because you can boost all the way to the sign in Beach, and then it's just like 5 seconds later that you kind of look forward, throw a pester ball, take a picture, and then you're done. I'm curious what his thoughts are here. It looks like is he going to go up to Beach after this and then go down to? It's a very weird. It's a very weird menu option, but
yeah, I guess at this point, just gotta figure out something.
Oh no, he's gonna forget that he doesn't have the flute. Okay, he remembered. Oh God, the spaghetti. You can do it, Zen. Boost, boost, boost. Go, go, go. Oh man. Yeah, this is something that comes with tournament practice or marathon practice. Is like backup strats, right? It's just one of the things I like. Oh, did that count? I thought it said a question mark. Oh, it did. No.
Oh my.
Zen, this is so sad. Oh no. Dude, that super sucks.
This is not great.
Yeah, that's something that Alexa played Despacito. Yeah, it's just something that like I like to stream to an audience, and usually I don't like resetting. I just an exorbitant amount. So sometimes at least I used to do more of like a no resets. Hit him with the pester. No, he doesn't know. Yeah, it's over. It's 22:03. Yep. Okay. I mean, at this point, it doesn't work, Zen.
Sorry.
Oh man, I feel bad, but I'm gonna at Zen. I don't know what he's gonna do. Is he just gonna get another picture?
He's just going in Valley.
Is this what did this squirrel not count for very much last time?
I don't know. I think wasn't he just throwing apples at them?
Oh, Squirtle was trash. I gotcha. There we go. That's what he needed. Okay. CJ, if you want to go ahead and get started setting up, I will I'll start capturing your feed here in a minute. By the way, let's move over to the interview section, Artemis.
Okay.
There we go. Up. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
If Dan wants to hop in, we can talk to Dan. Dude, Dan Champ. Oh,
Dan Champ.
I love Dan Champ. I'm the one who made that emote, and I feel really proud of it.
It's beautiful.
Which is funny because no one else noticed, and it's also funny is that wasn't like a good thing, you know, like that was if I remember correctly, the moment was he was playing SM64 and he was in Big Boo's haunt or whatever you call it, and there was like he was upstairs and he was trying to jump a gap to get to a star.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
And he missed it and he fell down, and he was like, "What? Oh, like no!" And and he just made that face, and I clipped it and then I cut it out. I was like, "Oh man."
That sounds exactly.
I just love that face. Oh goodness.
That is the face I've definitely seen other people make for that exact moment.
Yeah. For sure. If Dan is listening, he can jump into the commentary booth, or not commentary booth, into the interview booth, and we'll talk to him about the run while we watch Zen finish up.
Boom, 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 boom.
Zen didn't look up? Dude, no one's looking up. Dude, he's even throwing pesters to increase his lag. Lag induction, I guess. Okay, is this the last sign? That is the last sign. Okay. Zen is heading into Mew at 25 minutes. He's only 5 minutes in. That's right. Now that the 2 has showed up, you can actually see the corner of the 2 on the timer. If you win the tournament, will you play Minecraft with us? Dude, he's gonna throw now. How could you?
Why are we playing Minecraft?
We our community has started up a community Discord, or a Discord community Minecraft server, and we've been playing on it a lot. And we've been asking Lemon to play with us, and he just refuses. We're like, well, we'll buy it for you, and he's like, nah, I'm good. It's like, no.
All these communities have started playing Minecraft. I gotta jump in at some point.
Oh man, I love Minecraft. It's so fun.
I do too. The issue for me is I spent so much time in the mod pack Sky Factory that going back to vanilla is so different.
Yeah. Boom. 26-26. And there we have it, folks.
He still finished. GG.
He finished out the race. We can applaud that. A little applause there.
Liam crying.
Dude, hyperclamp. 6:26:91. Dude, look at that sick time. Hyperclap. Oh, do I not have hyperclap? I thought I did. I thought I had that. Oh, I just have regular clap because I'm lame. All right. Congratulations, Zen. Or not congratulations. Good work, Zen. Congratulations, DanimalSounds, for winning. I'm going to go ahead and update the bracket RQ. Looking for, there we go. Dan versus Zen. DanimalSounds with the victory here. Moving on. Next up, we have CJ It's All Good versus Chicken Hawk Sama, which will determine the winner who Dan has to face. Ooh. Congrats, guys. Yeah, so Dan is moving on to the next round of Losers Round 2, and CJ versus Chicken Hawk will be, the winner of CJ versus Chicken Hawk will be the opponent for Dan in Round 2. Let's go ahead and kill those, and let's go ahead and kill those windows. And then I'm going to guess that CJ's already streaming. So let me go ahead and start capturing those. Nobody wants to hop in the interviews, I guess. So they don't have to if they don't want to, but, you know, it's all good. All right, CJ's up next. Oh, there's Dan. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Congrats, Dan.
I was waiting for you to pull me.
Oh. What my thoughts is that one time, I forget exactly whose stream it was, but we were waiting on somebody, like we were gonna pull them in. We were gonna pull this person in, and they weren't ready. We pulled them in, and they were on mic, and they didn't realize they were on mic, and they, I don't know, there was a very awkward situation because that was something we should not have heard.
Oh no!
Yeah. So it was just like, oh, whoops, move them back out. Yeah, it was embarrassing, and it's just like, yeah, I mean, that's just sort of the thing that happens whenever you kind of pull people in without them knowing, without them being ready. So I vowed I would never do that.
Okay, I'm guessing it's already muted though.
What's muted?
The stream.
No, it's not muted. They still hear us. Just kidding. You know me, huh? DanimalSounds.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
It's my Dan impersonation. Yeah.
It's accurate.
Dan,
wow, thanks, guys.
Dan, what do you think about us calling that the beach sign the Danimal Sound?
That's perfect. Oh my gosh, I like messed it up during my first run, but I nailed it the second run.
Nice.
So like I lost like 3 frames during my first run to the Danimal Sound.
You should have reset.
Should
have just reset to beach sign. Jeez.
You know Liam would. That's what he does.
You know, gosh, have to hide the reset button from that kid.
He's a Rossetti boy.
But he gets results, so I guess it's okay.
It's true. He does get the results. He is bringing home that bacon.
He gets results at the cost of his mental integrity.
I have enough points during my first run to demonstrate Geodude.
Dude, that was a sick Geodude, by the way.
Geodude
solid 2,400 points from Geodude, pushing me to 130,000. I almost said 300,000. It's not that many. Away.
Okay, Racer 2. Oh, gotta open that up too. Congratulations! Sorry, I'm trying not to be behind schedule that much.
I didn't realize there was another race right now. That's sick.
CJ versus Chicken Hawk is up next. And the winner of this match will be your opponent for next round. I'm trying not to be behind schedule that much. Oh.
Wow, we got races back to back all afternoon.
Indeed we do. That's for Chicken Hawk Sama. Yeah, the next 3 hours. We got a couple more races coming up. So, let's see here.
All right, well, I'm going to jump off. Thanks for the tournament. What's your name? CC Neverender?
Yep.
Thanks for...
Thank you, Dan. My friend, my dear friend, Dan, who I've known for so many years.
What's your name?
Oh my god.
Yep.
Known like for 7 years because I, teach them in the middle school for a little bit and then they come to my class in high school. I'm still like, what's your name? Is it Steve? And they're like, my name's Susie. I'm like, oh, well, I was close.
I was close.
Well, to be fair to you, you teach a lot of students though, so
yeah,
it's a lot of people you have to remember.
Yeah. God, thank you, Artemis. Thank you. Now, Susie she does not appreciate it when I call her Steve. For some reason. I don't know, but
dude,
still.
Dude, what a fucking bitch. It's like, be so aggressive. Oh, man. We have fun here.
Right.
Okay, Dan. Congratulations.
All right.
And I guess we'll see you next week. Did he leave? Okay, I guess. He just left without saying bye.
That's good.
Okay, we are set up. Oh, I gotta change the name here. Who's on commentary? I thought it was like, is it Candy? Is Candy even here?
She was.
Yes, Candy. I thought she was on. Yeah, she signed up.
Oh, well, there she is.
There you go.
Okay.
Did you call me?
I did call you. There you are.
There I am.
Here you are.
Well, it means I can head out then.
All right, Artemis. Thanks for the clutch. Hopping in.
Bye.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. If you ever want to get on more commentary, let me know, man.
Yep, I'll probably start signing up.
Sounds good, dude. All right.
All right.
Catch you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, who's up? It's Chicken Hawk Sama. There we go.
Versus CJ. Okay, let me change the title.